back to another episode of Outside the Hash. I'm still only joined by one co-host. Eventually, we'll have two back. Would you like to say hello?
Hi.
All right.
Oh, I'm Kyle.
You ready to kick off the Canadian Football League?
Oh yeah.
Got,
Oh yeah.
got a
All right.
couple leagues, and we got some indoor news.
Yep. So, first up here, we have the Lions took on the Rough Riders. This was at the Rough Riders, I believe.
Yes.
This game was a blowout. It was basically over from the second it started. Saskatchewan Roughriders played a very good game. The Lions, not so much. Lions had almost 300 total passing yards, no passing touchdowns, and 2 interceptions between both of their quarterbacks. Rushing wise, they were pretty subpar. Their best rusher, 8 carries for 35 yards, averaging 4.4. That's not really the best. Need to get that up to at least 5, but yeah, not an incredible game for them. One rushing touchdown though, from David Mackey, which would be their only score in the second quarter. Moving on, Saskatchewan had 271 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, just nice and clean, averaging 9 yards a pass.
And there was the Shea Patterson sighting.
Yeah, Shea Patterson sighting 0 for 2 on brand. A lot better rushing on the Rough Rider side. I do not know how to say that last name, but 16 carries for 84 yards, averaging just over 5 yards, which is about as good as you can ask for. And then 6 for 6 on their field goals.
Hype.
Yep. Then Tiger Cats had a bye this week, and those are my teams.
Officially eliminated from the playoffs. Riff.
Yeah, officially eliminated. Yep.
Alrighty. I've got my 2 videos for my 2 games. So Ottawa versus Montreal. First one. So Montreal would get the first touchdown of the game here. Of 10-0. They'd end up going up 13-0. And here at the end of the game, Ottawa would have one last shot to keep the game alive, and they would have to throw the ball away on third down to end the game. So Montreal won 19-12. And then over here we had Toronto at Winnipeg. So Toronto would get the first score of the game here as Jed Kelly would find a man over the middle. Winnipeg would finally score their own touchdown of their own in the fourth. They would make it a 2-point game, and here in the last minute of the game, Zach Collaros would have to scramble on third down, and he would end up just short of the first down, ending the drive, and that would end the game. So Toronto won 14-11.
Nice.
So, stat-wise, Ottawa, Masoli was 1934, 216 interception. There in Montreal, Davis Alexander, so Fajardo wasn't even playing. 14-24, 208, 1 pick, but he also had the rushing touchdown. Austin Mack was back, so that was good for the Montreal offense, at least, you know.
Yep.
To get one of their wide receivers back. So, over here we had Toronto, Winnipeg. Chad Kelly, 16-23, 203, touchdown. Kadeem Carey, 39 yards on the ground, but a 7.8 average. So, good there. Winnipeg, Collaros, 22-30, 249. Oliveira picked up 64 yards on the ground, so he keeps his rushing. And then over, we had Nate's game where the Edmonton Elks beat the Calgary Stampeders. Stampeders made a game of it late, but it was too little too late. But it was all for naught because both of these teams were not in playoff contention anymore. You know?
Yep.
Straightforward. 23 of 29, 208, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Justin Rankin, 140 yards on the ground. So stellar offensive performance for their running back. Matthew Schultz, 18 of 33, 215, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He was also the leading rusher, 64 yards. Alrighty. Pull up the thingy. So, Kyle had was the lesser on the pick'em, but really 2-2 versus 3-1. It's not really that big of a deal. But Nate did come up back and tie you this week.
Yep.
And everybody's above 500 again, so that's good. Passing leaders: Bo Levy Mitchell, Zach Clara, Bethel Thompson, Oliveira, Standback Carey in your rushing, and then McInnes, Hardy, and Bagleton. And what your playoff is looking like, your Grey Cup playoff is looking like right now. So we can get to the pick'em.
So this first one, I'm gonna have to go Tiger Cats here.
Tank Bowl.
Yeah, for a Tank Bowl. Yeah.
I'll go home. You know.
Yeah. This one, I guess this one could set second place in the East.
Yeah.
Which is really just giving you home field. So I'm gonna go red.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah, in 3 weeks. Yeah. Give me Red Blacks on this one. I'll take a risk, I guess.
Montreal.
Yeah, give me Montreal. Give me Montreal.
And theoretically, BC, I guess, can wait their way back to second, but
yeah,
they need Saskatchewan to lose their last game, I think, and they need to win there too. So I guess they may have more to play for, but considering they had more to play for this last week and got absolutely blown out.
Yeah.
So, all right, we can go over to the X League.
All right. First up, IBM was playing. I do not know how to say that name. They lost.
The creator.
Kisui, the creators. Yep. They lost 30-13.
Not the creators. They're the.
Oh yeah, no. Creators is gas.
Tokyo Gas. They're the. Challengers.
Yeah, I don't.
Challengers.
Challengers. Yeah, Challengers. Yeah, they.
R.I.P. Soft Drink Challengers, the best name.
They didn't explode, so they did pretty well. So.
Oh, it looks like the IBM in the lead, and then they just.
Yeah, IBM took the lead in the first quarter with a kickoff return. Well, they started with a field goal, gave up a passing touchdown, took back the lead with a kickoff return immediately afterwards, which is always nice to see. And then they ended their scoring streak with a field goal and then proceeded to give up 3 field goals, a rushing touchdown, and then an interception touchdown. So... kind of brutal.
Yeah, it is right at the end of the game too.
Yeah, it did not do much on the ground. 2 of their rushers combined for a total of 4 rushes for -32, and then so it looks like they only ran for losses. And then their best rusher was 5 for 33 with a long of 9, which is decent, but I mean. It's a decent average, but not what you need to rely on. Passing was also not that great from IBM. 9 for 22 and 7 for 13 for combining for about 200 yards. Not great. And then on the Challengers side, Boogie Knight not averaging that well on the run today.
He's a wide receiver himself.
Yeah. So his yards come from somewhere else. Then, yeah, really not a running game. Challengers definitely won on the pass. About a 67, 68% completion rate. 190 yards and a touchdown, long of 19. Just about all you need, given all they had to do was get in field goal range to keep scoring. And they did that. So Pretty decent defense on IBM's part, though, not giving up a bunch of touchdowns. I think, yeah, they only gave up one actual touchdown in the first quarter, and then they were able to hold them to field goals after that. It's just the offense couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then moving on to the Suns taking on the Seagulls. The Seagulls took an early lead, and then just kind of it went back and forth a little bit until the about halfway through the second, and then the Suns just didn't score after that. So, yeah, I want to say the Suns scored, and it was 14-10, and then after that they just didn't score again and gave up 30 points to end the end of the game. In terms of offense, the pass game for the Seagulls was completion-wise not great, but they seemed to burn the Suns quite a bit for 3 touchdowns with 274 yards, long of 55. Rushing-wise, I guess their rush, a few good rushers. Yeah, definitely did a lot better on their rushing game for the Seagulls. As for the Suns, not that great. They had one good rusher, 6 for 29 with a long of 18, and then passing wise, not that great either, but still one passing touchdown, 13 for 26 for 130 yards, about 5 yards a pass, which isn't terrible. Points. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure their stats were great up and through halfway through the second.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of see where it went bad. But yeah, good game other than that. A good game for the first quarter and a half, I should say.
Yep. All right.
That's my last one, because you get to cover my other one.
Yep. All right. Video. Alright, yeah, please. So, first they have the Rise versus the Tokyo Gas Bears. Palandech would find a man there to score the first point of the game, but Tokyo Gas would respond. Gerard Evans would find a man out who would surprise, the American can just rock his way out of a Japanese player's tackle.
I am absolutely shocked.
Yeah, so it'd be back and forth game here. The Rise would retake the lead late in the fourth, but with time expiring, the Gas Creators would tie things up, and the game would end up in a 24-24 tie.
Did I say fourth to go?
It might have.
Second. Oh, I guess it was because they were on the goal line. Okay.
Yeah, so here's Panasonic playing fake Ohio State. And they would just roll over them here with a nice little jump pass. It was a running back jump pass. So 55-0. Absolutely.
I still don't understand that pass.
And here's the Frontiers playing the Lion or the Ryan, a wide open guy there. And then here is one of multiple kick returns that would happen in the game.
The first of 2 back-to-back.
First of 2. But it was the only one I put in the highlights because the game was pretty much already over at this point. It was, 4 minutes into the game?
Fair.
59-0.
It was over pretty quick. Yeah, I went and I already read through those stats beforehand.
Yeah.
It was something impressive.
Yeah, the first game, the tie game.
So surprisingly, only 1 turnover on the on the Lions part, I believe.
Did you get 3 and out every single drive?
Apparently, 75 total yards of offense. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see this game was kind of a game of runs, and then to tie things up.
I should say there might have been fumbles, but I couldn't find that stat. But there was only 1 interception.
Okay. So Gerard Evans for the Tokyo Gas was 15-26, 258, 3 touchdowns. Kurt Palandech, 19 of 28, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yashizawa with your show with your running back of the game there, 86 yards on the ground. Yeah. All right. And then we have Panasonic versus Fujifilm. This was just a blowout. They're about 10-0 in the first, and then 21 points in the second, and then that was pretty much the game. Uh, yeah, 65 passing yards, 60 or yeah, about 60 something rushing yards for Fujifilm. Multiple quarterbacks coming in, all playing well for Panasonic. Not much of a run game, but you didn't really need it. Yeah, 63 rushing yards, 37. But yeah, if you saw 63 to 37, to find out the team lost by 50 something points, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 picks. Tell to you.
Jeez.
And then we had Fujitsu Frontiers versus the Mitsubishi Lions. Another blowout. Here they have 2 touchdowns in the first 4 minutes. He had 4 touchdowns in the first 8. Yeah, that's the game.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
28-0 at the end of the first. Yeah.
3 quarterbacks come in, they all play decent. Yeah, Trey
Gotta give your backup a rest sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Chase Nixon with a long rushing touchdown. Samaji Grant with a receiving touchdown. So their Americans showed up, you know. 2 yards on 20 carries. That's pretty good.
Yep. Averaging 0.1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No fumbles.
Yeah, no fumbles. Yeah. I was having trouble finding it, but I was like, I don't see anything that looks like it would be a fumble number. So yeah, 1 turnover. Kind of shocking that only 1 for that score.
Yeah, just 3 and outs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they were third down.
3 third down successes.
3 of 13.
Jesus.
That explains it.
How many 4th downs? Where's their 4th downs?
I don't see a 4th down number on here. But 3 of 13 explains it there. So
how many first downs did they get? Was it only 3?
5 first downs.
Okay. So they on 2 attempts they got first downs on the first or second. Nice.
Yeah. All right. And then I need to get Nate's games because we didn't have to go for those. So that one did. We did that one. Yeah, you did yours. Okay, so I just gotta go to this one. So the Phoenix versus the Silver Star. The Phoenix won 37-14. Silver Stars only scoring in the second half when the game was already over. So, yeah. David Pindle, 12 of 17, 174, touchdown. Also, 91 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. So, David Pindle showed out. Hopefully that increased my autograph card value by like 0.001 cents, you know, with him showing out like that today.
Yeah. I do appreciate all the stats they give, but it's hard to sort through it sometimes. For like the specific ones you want.
Well, you just control F, or you need to learn your Nihongo.
I'm good. I'm better at just highlighting and seeing what it says. I don't know.
You're not ready for 800 class hours to become
Nope. Not in the slightest.
To become capable of giving basic conversation.
No, thank you.
All right. So X League. The good week for the pick'em. The only place where we had any differing on picks, we tied. So you know.
Yep. That is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
the SRS has got to get fixed a little bit more because there was actually interdivisional play this week, so
Oh, nice.
it's not as weird as it was before. All right, I'm gonna go Obic here.
Yeah, give me Seagulls.
I'm gonna go Panasonic.
I was Panasonic. Yeah, Panasonic. I'd be stupid not to take them.
I'm gonna
Uh,
go Nojima.
yeah, I think you're right.
Takemihara.
Yeah, give me the Rise, please.
I'm gonna
Uh,
go IBM because I'm not gonna fake Ohio State.
Fake Ohio State is
0-4.
pretty fucking bad. Yeah, so give me the 2-2 team there.
2-2
No,
that's in the playoffs. Yeah, oops.
I was going to say
Yeah.
nope, that's not what I said.
2-2 that's in the playoffs. I'm gonna go.
My heart says Lions, but that's all sarcasm. Give me the Finnies.
And then Fujitsu.
Uh, how are the let me
They're
check.
like 2-2 or 3-1, I think. They're
Give me the
3-1.
Frontiers. Give me the Frontiers. I think it'll be close, but I think the Frontiers are probably a better team.
I think they're the talent gap. I don't think it'll be close at all.
Oh, you think so? Yeah. Fair. All right, so we just picked the same on everything, didn't we?
Yes, which is the same as last week for the one that I don't
Oh,
think there were any games that are toss-ups. To be fair, this week at all.
yeah. I mean, we have a week before these games actually play, so.
Yeah.
Gotta
And to be
love
fair, there
every
was
other
one
week.
toss-up. Well, I guess there was one we were wrong on, but there was a toss-up last week, and we were such a toss-up that we tied.
Yep.
All right, Kolka, Saffron, Takaki are your leaders in passing yards. Nixon, Show, Nanato, Rushing, and Knight, Cunningham, Watanabe are your receivers. So. And your 8 teams in the playoffs right now.
Nice.
We have one computer and
Yeah.
and one Kyle, and then all of my teams and all of Knight's teams.
Yep. I really did pick the best teams, didn't I?
Well, you're like Nate in CFL, where he only has one team.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change.
I think you have two,
Sorry, I
I
think it could change and it could only go down. Because my other teams are not good. I think I said this week the scores of my teams combined was 23 and 133, something like that, which is pretty good.
Yeah, not great.
Not good at all.
You have to hope out IBM stays together.
Yep.
All right, on to college football for our picks.
I did awful.
Abilene sucks and crushed our dreams there.
Illinois also almost crushed our dreams.
So, Old Dominion beat Georgia State, who beat Vanderbilt, who beat Alabama. So, Old Dominion better than Alabama? Question mark.
Yep. I would also like to say thank you, Purdue, for going for 2. You made my life a lot easier in not going to like 10 overtimes to lose. Because I think that's where it was headed.
Yeah, because nobody could play defense.
Yeah. So what do we got up here? So Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, so we're doing
Abilene. How is Eastern Kentucky? I'm just give me Abilene. I'm willing to take an L on that one.
We'll trust for Nate, even though they absolutely. Yeah. I think Nate's gonna come in and pick Eastern Kentucky probably.
I'm gonna go Illinois. I'm gonna go Illinois so we can lose this week finally.
I got a homer it there, even though
Yeah. Give me Fresno State on this one. I was kind of looking at these earlier, so I have an idea of who I want.
I think I'll go with Wazoo.
Yeah, I think I'd be stupid not to take them. Uh,
Tank
yeah, this
Bowl.
one was a tank bowl. Give me. You know what? Give me Utah State. I think it'll be funny.
I'll go with New Mexico, even though this is really a toss-up. All right, I'm gonna go with Kenny
Give me San.
Montololo and San
Yeah,
Jose.
yeah. Give me San Jose. Give me Colorado State.
Yeah, they're coming off a big win
And
too because they just beat San Jose State.
then
Ooh, this
give me
could be a good.
UNLV.
This could be a good game.
Yeah, give me UNLV. I have faith in them.
I want UNLV to win, but I'm just gonna go. I'll go with the bigger school because I need to catch up
Fair.
on wins.
You have to catch up on a little bit. You're only 3 behind me, but
Yeah.
then again, I'm 11 behind Nate.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
We have some indoor news because there was a bit of news this week, so I will go over those. So the Corpus Christi Tritons were left out of the NAL schedule release yesterday, and they were very upset about it. They put out a press release saying that they've fulfilled all league obligations and then they are not happy with the league's decision to remove them, but they intend on playing football this year. So we will see if they end up in the AAL2 or if they end up in Arena Football 1. And then, so once again, we had the NIL schedule released, so we can look at their schedule a little bit.
Who are the new teams? Yeah.
Well, the new teams are all the AIF teams, so Amarillo.
Yeah.
And then Columbus are the big ones. Wheeling from the AAL2 with the reigning champion.
So what I'm hearing is more teams for Carolina to roll. Got it.
The Shreveport is a new team as well. They're brand new. I don't think they haven't played before. And then the Beaumont is also new. I'm surprised Corpus Christi got left out because they seemed far more stable than Harrisburg did last year in the AIF.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, Corpus Christi wasn't that terrible.
They're the ones that made the championship game. They lost to Columbus, but
I'm a little shocked Idaho's back. But I mean, we're going to continue the meme of Idaho at home versus Idaho away.
If they can convince him to play both road and home games, and they get a kicker, they would be very good.
Yeah.
We will see what kind of Amarillo team comes out too, because they were okay-ish last year,
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we had
a bunch of new teams. There is always nice. It's a good mashup.
Yeah, they're at 11 right now. They're not going to end with 11 because I feel one of the two new teams I think will fold. I think Harrisburg will fold. Amarillo might fold.
You think it's going to be one of those leagues this year?
I mean, they were one of those leagues last year.
Fair.
All right. There was also rumor that the AIF was going to come back, despite the fact all their teams merged with the NAL. But the league, former league, came out and said they are not coming back. So there might just be another league that's going to be called the AIF next year that had no relation, because another minor league team was putting out that that's what the league they were going to play in. So that was news. And then there's the news that the Duke City Gladiators and the Frisco Fighters might not be back in the IFL next year. There's nothing.
Oh, really?
There's nothing official, but it's just a rumor. Duke City, I'm not surprised.
Frisco is the one I'm surprised
Frisco
about.
Is surprising considering they seemed like a pretty well-ran organization. Unless they were too well-ran and they were overpaying everybody.
Yeah. I am not shocked about one of those teams. So the other one I am very shocked.
But, it's the curse of Baby Gronk. They shouldn't have invited Baby Gronk to that playoff game because then they would have won and then they wouldn't be folding.
Fair.
They really only have themselves to blame. All right, so do you have anything left to
no, nothing from me. So I'm good.
From me either, and I guess we'll be back on Tuesday again, right? Tuesday.
Yep.
All right, we'll talk to everybody next